Hey guys, STTM here, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about the 2026 NFL QB class and how it is actually quite stacked. Like, it is actually loaded with talent. So, yeah, guys, but before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, put on notifications, and comment on the video, as it lets me know what you think, gets me more recommended, and if you put on notifications, you will literally be updated on the latest STTM videos that you do not want to miss, and I'll just appreciate it. So, enough with the yapping knees, and let's get straight into the video. Bow! Okay, so let's talk about the first quarterback who is most likely not going to get drafted because he's actually quite young for a prospect, but we got Arch Manning. I mean, he had a very solid season. He had a really good season last year. He had 939 yards, 9 TDs to 2 interceptions. Really great. He had a great QB rating. He has a solid build overall too. I think he's a great passer for me. He's a really solid passer. He has a lot of potential. He has good accuracy too, as he completed 67% of his passes, which is pretty decent accuracy. I won't lie. And he's actually not that bad of a scrambler as well, as he got quite a bit of touchdowns, and he also got a decent amount of yards for a quarterback. So I think Arch Manning, he definitely has insane potential, and he just has the genetics of Peyton, Eli, and Archie. So yeah. But like Arch is Manning, really good player. I'm not too sure if he's gonna get drafted though. One player that I do know is going to be in this class, Garrett Nussmeier, and oh my God, he's absolutely insane QB. 6'2", 200, good build. He is an insane passer. He got just above 4K yards, which is crazy, and he got 29 TDs, 12 picks, and a top 10 rating. And according to ESPN, he has a top 10 rating across the country. And he's actually pretty accurate. He's a really solid pocket passer. He has a good arm. His scrambling definitely needs improvement. That's probably the concern I have. But he's just an insane guy in the pocket. He's a really good pocket passer. And with a great O-line, he put up this kind of stats. So, like, Garrett Nussmeier, he's going crazy. Heisman candidate for sure. Another player that's definitely a Heisman candidate is Penn State's Drew Aller. He will have a really good cast around him, and he's a tall quarterback with some athleticism too, and he's great in the pocket. He does very well. He is just a very good quarterback too. Like, you aren't seeing, like, if you're seeing all these stats, right? Like, he's insane. He did go from 2 to 8 picks, which is a little concerning, not gonna lie. That's pretty concerning. But that's probably because he attempted more passes. And overall, he's actually a pretty accurate passer. He's a really solid scrambler too. He might be a little bit of a Josh Allen because he's a tall guy who can scramble and pass very well. That's a little bit of a Josh Allen comparison. LaNorris Sellers, absolutely insane quarterback. This is my favorite to win the whole Heisman award. He is going to lead South Carolina on an insane run this season. LaNorris Sellers, man, all these guys are like top 10 prospects in my opinion. He had a solid QB rating. He has good accuracy. He's a good passer. He's an elite scrambler. He has insane scrambling potential too. He might need to pick. He still has a great touchdown to pick ratio, but it's not as good as the other prospects here. But like LaNorris Sellers, very good player overall. I'm really excited to see what LaNorris can do. Cade Klubnik is up next. He had a really solid season with Clemson. He has a solid QB rating. He got 3.6K yards, 36 TDs to 6 picks. He's a solid guy in the pocket. He has a good arm too. He definitely has great throwing motion as well. I like what he can do with his good. He has good targets, so he's definitely going to have a great season once more. Cade Klubnik, man, he's gonna go. I think he's actually gonna go crazy. Next up, Nico Iamaleava. This is pretty ESPN clearly outdated because he's going to be the UCLA quarterback now. Now he might regress because he's not going to have as much weapons around him at UCLA, but he's a very good quarterback nonetheless. 19 picks to 5 interceptions, 2.6K passing yards. To be honest, I do expect Nico Iamaleava to return and play like another year in UCLA. But he's a really good quarterback. He's tall. He has a really solid build with 6'6", 215. That's a really good build. He's a good scrambler too. His accuracy's nice. His rating, it's nice. If there's anything I would fix about him, I don't know. But he definitely needs to prove himself more in a weaker environment. Next up, okay, Sam Levitt. He took this Arizona State program and built them up out of nowhere. I mean, he did have Cam Scatabo and Jordyn Tyson too, but Sam Levitt is actually a really good quarterback. 6'2", 200. I think all these builds are good, but it's 6'2", 200 is good, but it's a little generic of a build. I won't lie. It's really good though. Top 10 QB rating. He's a pretty accurate passer. He's definitely known for that. He can scramble a little bit too. He did get some action scrambling in the red zone, but he definitely can do. He's definitely more of a traditional passing kind of quarterback. I mean, all these quarterbacks I've shown you guys, like, they're actually really good. This could be something like the 2024 or 20. This could be something like 2024 or 2020's class. So, like, yeah, there's a lot of potential here, man. There's a lot of potential in this QB class. It is looking real nice. Sam Levitt, he's just been good. I actually did not know he was at Michigan State before he transferred. But even at Michigan State, he did not look too bad at Michigan State. Next up, Fernando Mendoza. And this is, once again, outdated because he's at Indiana now. And I think he's going to do super well at Indiana. He had a solid season at Cali. But the only reason he's been a known QB prospect is because everybody thinks he's going to break out in Indiana. And I genuinely think he's good. I genuinely think Fernando Mendoza could break out in Indiana. He is like a really solid quarterback. He's tall. He's a tall guy, but he's a really good passer. He's not too much of a scrambler, I would say. He could improve that, but he's definitely more of a traditional-esque kind of guy. He's honestly, he could be the most accurate quarterback in this entire class. He has from what we've seen, he had the highest completion percentage, which is definitely pretty impressive. I do like Fernando Mendoza. He can make deep throws. His longest pass all season was 66 yards. So I think he definitely can make those deep throws. He's also looking to improve his TD pick ratio. So that's looking pretty nice for Fernando Mendoza. Carson Beck. Now, I'm mostly evaluating these guys off stats, but I've seen them play. They've looked really good at what they do. Carson Beck, he might not have been that number one guy that we all thought he was going to be. And by the way, if you really don't know, which by the way, you should 100% know this as a college football fan, he's at Miami now. I'm not too sure how that's going to go, to be honest. I'm a little skeptical with the whole Carson Beck at Miami thing. I'm a little skeptical. He definitely regressed this season. His completion percentage went out of the 70s. He went from 3.9K to he went from 3,941 passing yards to 3,485 passing yards. And he's still not that good of a scrambler, all right? And he only got like one touchdown all season as a scrambler. But Beck is a really solid player, okay? I think it was definitely time for Gunnar Stockton to take over. I think that's why he decided to transfer to Miami. I do think he's still going to be a really good quarterback. Don't get me wrong. He still is really good at what he does because these are still impressive stats he puts up, and he still looks like an impressive player. But I'm not too sure how well he's going to do with Miami. Still really good, though. Next up is actually a really underrated QB, Rocco Bett of Iowa State. He led Iowa State to the Big Ten championship. He's definitely improved that program. He's an accurate guy. He's a really solid passer, especially in the pocket range. He definitely has quite a bit of scrambling and mobility too. He's a good QB. He's going to do well for Iowa State, I think. I think he could even make a push to 4K yards. Do I expect him to be in the 2026 draft class? Probably not. I expect him to enter 2027 as a senior. He'll be a lot better then, but he's still going to be a very good quarterback. And he's actually made in from 2022 to 2023, he made a jump from 46.7 completion percentage of all of his passes to 62.9%, and he did regress it back to 59.4%, but that is still a big improvement from his first year. He's improved that accuracy. He's an improving guy. He's definitely a good player for sure. He's improved at his accuracy. His TD pick ratio has improved. In these 2 seasons, he just improved very well. I think he's going to have a real breakout season with Iowa State. Next up is Malachi Nelson at UTEP. He has failed, not going to lie. He's looked a little bit like a bust. He's looked a little bit like a failure. But with UTEP, he's going to get a chance. Since he is the guaranteed number 1, unlike his scenario at USC and Boise State, Malachi Nelson is the guaranteed number 1 at UTEP, which means we can get some of his real potential. I'm not too sure how that's going to go, but we're going to get some of his real potential, all right? Jackson Arnold, a little bit of a flop, I'm not going to lie. I definitely expected a bigger leap out of this guy, okay? But he's still going to be a really good quarterback. He's a great scrambler. He has great mobility. He's a good passer. And I think he'll definitely be able to showcase that with a target like Cam Coleman up at Auburn. Next up, John Mateer. He's going to be headed to Oklahoma. He had a very under the radar, low key season at Washington State. Oh, and I also want to say Jayden Maeva, I think that's how you say his name. He's a really solid quarterback that could potentially be in this class as well. But let's now get back to John Mateer coverage. John Mateer, I think he's definitely going to break out at Oklahoma. He had a solid rating. He had a really good touchdown to pick ratio. He definitely reflects his stats, so he's not overrated. He literally hasn't even had one season yet below 60% completion percentage. So I think he's definitely up there with Fernando Mendoza for best accuracy in this class. He definitely had insane mobility. He did get that 826 rushing yards because of 178 carries, but still. And he had 15 rushing touchdowns, insane scrambler. He's going to go crazy. Aiden Childs, very underrated quarterback. He is a Michigan State QB, so he's probably not going to get much opportunity, but he's going to be able to show himself out, okay? Aiden Childs, he's good at what he does. And lastly, we're going to talk about Avery Johnson, another absolutely insane quarterback. He hasn't been able to showcase himself too much with Kansas State, but I think he's gonna have a big leap in his showcasing for the 2025-2026 college season. He's going to do very well, and Kansas State's going to do very well, and that's because of Avery Johnson. Big 12 could actually be a good-looking conference, okay? But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, as STTM is now out. See y'all next time. Road to 500 subs!